loudness of sound normally refers to how strong a person or the receiver or the listener is going to respond to. That means how strong the sound appears to him. His response might depend on some other features as well. But if the sound itself is appearing strong to him, you would say that it is loud for him. Remember, this response is different for different human beings. That is why you can never claim that particular sound is equally loud to two persons sitting side by side, because the degree of loudness that will appear to both will depend on their internal characteristics as well and design of the human ear also. But you see, loudness basically depends on the intensity level. What is intensity? You know, the energy per unit area per unit time transmitted or carried by the wave. This is called intensity. This is normally measured in watt per meter square. The maximum intensity that could be carried or transported or transmitted with the help of sound could not be greater than 10 to the power 7 watt per meter square. And at the same time, you see, your human ears are not in a position to detect the sound that is having the intensity less than 10 to the power minus 12 watt per meter square. That means if a leaf is falling from the tree and you are sitting behind you, that leaf falls from the tree and falls on the ground, that will obviously create some sound, no doubt, but you are not in a position to listen to it because the intensity threshold has been crossed and you can't listen to, you can't have that detection capability, particular when the intensity level goes down the decibel in threshold terms, then you are not in a position to detect it. That is why we need this very quantity or intensity threshold, that is equal to 10 to the power minus 12 watt per meter square. All the intensity level or loudness are always determined in terms of this I0 only, that is called threshold intensity. The loudness could be given in terms of this ratio. The intensity that you are concerned with means the loudness of which is of concern for us, that will be calculated by using this relation. Here the loudness is in phone, PHON. The intensity level is always decided in terms of decibel. Deci is the suffix and bell is the unit based on the scientist Graham Bell. So, in short, you will write it dB. B stands for Bell. Bell is the basic unit of intensity level. You see, Bell could be compared with Richter, that is earthquake. Earthquake scale is also measured in terms of relative threshold. There also we say that Richter scale is the relative intensity level of earthquake. Similarly, here decibel is the relative sound level, and we are always in a position to detect 0 decibel and above. Below 0 decibel we can never respond to, and 0 decibel, remember, always correspond to this intensity threshold, that is 10 to the power minus 12 watt per meter square. Now, let us check what could be the maximum level of sound or the loudness by putting the two extreme values. I, the maximum it could be possible 10 to the power 7 and I naught, you know, is 10 to the power minus 12. You see, this goes to numerator becoming positive, and finally you get 10 log 10. This will be 10 to the power 19. If you take this here, you know, log m to the power n is n log m. On the basis of that, you find here 100 into log 10. Sorry, this is 19. This becomes 190 log 10 base 10. This becomes 1, that is 190. This is one very important result, that we have the upper limit for sound level that could be produced in the atmosphere that can never exceed this value 190 decibel. That means this is the limit of sound that could be produced inside the atmosphere. 190 decibel is the ultimate sound limit for us to produce. And one more quality that is still left to be covered is timbre or quality of sound. You see, more general term is timbre, but most commonly it is referred to as quality of sound. It depends on number of overtones. You see your friends, you are having two friends, they are outside the gate and they are speaking your name, they are calling you, rather they are saying Mr. X, and both are trying to speak with the same frequency, same intensity, everything they are trying to maintain same, but I am sorry, they can never maintain their quality same, because quality will always depend on the number of overtones. Your mouths behave like closed organ pipe, one end is closed, other is open, and every one is going to produce odd harmonic, but number of overtones will be different for different mouths. That's why quality of two sound can never be similar. That's why we can be in a position to differentiate two sounds. And one more thing, you see, the frequency of the sound could never be changed on the way. It is only the source and only source who can change the frequency of sound. Once the sound is produced on the way by any method, by any application, by any instrument, we are never in a position to change the frequency. In the same manner, we can never produce the two sounds of same quality until we make the impact on the source itself.